All right, so normally for court duty, or just court in general, we can let the inmates get dressed. Sometimes the judges will request it. Carnegie's like hit or miss, I guess, because sometimes he likes the inmates to get dressed and sometimes he don't. It really just depends. But overall, at the end of the day, we kind of make the final decision.
Yeah.
It's mostly for the inmates that can be trusted and the ones that we don't think are going to run away, quite honestly.
Yeah. And if they haven't been behaving in Sisika, they don't get that privilege unless the judge orders it.
This last year can be trusted, to my understanding, and I don't think she's going to make it difficult for us. So,
yeah, she's been behaving.
I mean, it's Fenna. Of course, she has been. Fenna does not belong in here.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
To the courthouse we go.
God damn, Schmidt.
Yeah.
Schmidt is prepared.
Howdy, Carnegie.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Smith, you are backup security, right? Could you, we would require you if possible.
Sure, yes, Carnegie.
Yes, because I'm going to say this, we pretty much got no one.
You got no one?
Carnegie, how many of my watchmen do you need for security?
So Smith hasn't showed up yet, so it's only myself and the prosecution currently at, yeah.
Oh, then we can step up for security if needed. So
yeah,
absolutely.
If Smith shows, I hope Smith shows up so he can be the bailiff, so you can sort out the paperwork afterwards.
Is, you know?
No.
Smith.
Oh, Smith. I thought you were saying Smith.
No. So I'm asking Smith to be security, but I want Smith to be bailiff as his deputy, so he can, if there's any.
Yeah, well, we have a full team if you need more security.
Yes. I'll inform you, of course.
You look great, Carnegie. I'm so fucking tired.
Hopefully you'll manage to get to bed soon.
Yeah.
Howdy, Fenna.
That's a great vest there, Amos.
Thank you.
Well, who knows? You've been in Sisika for how long? You could probably get time served, hopefully.
Well, attempted first-degree murder.
Right. Is that common?
Poison. Think it is.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What am I, an old lady? Get out of here.
No, yeah, it's gone. He's complaining. You know, it's fun that if he's bitching for no reason. Yeah.
I don't think Carnegie's too happy about security not showing.
Not fair enough. No, ma'am. Alrighty. All rise. The court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Lawrence Carnegie.
You all may be seated.
Connor, goddammit.
Not very good with stairs.
Well, let's let this gentleman to get seated here, and then I'll inform everyone of the rules of the court and where we're going to be doing today.
Thank you.
He's in his fucking pajama.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, under my authority for the duration of these proceedings, the Saint Denis Courthouse has been hereby designated an actively operating state courthouse of New Alexandria, which grants me the power to impose restrictions and rules upon individuals in this courthouse or individuals trying to interfere in the work of this courthouse in the surrounding area. For those who do not know me, I am Federal Judge Lawrence Carnegie of the 13th Federal District Court, appointed by the President of the United States of America and approved by Congress. Today I shall be conducting this hearing under the jurisdiction of the Circuit Court of the State of New Alexandria, as per Article 8, Section 6, as is allowed for me to do by my federal powers, and I will be acting with the powers of a state judge. Unlike which I usually would, being my federal judge powers. As far as the hearing goes itself, we shall bear witness to how the scales of justice work in this land. The judicial process is a sacred and solemn affair. Due to the importance of such a process, these proceedings must be conducted with the utmost respect and dignity. To maintain such dignity for these proceedings, my apologies. Yeah.
You're doing great, Mr. Carnegie.
No, I seem to be unable to. There we are.
Oh, you could have kept it on.
Now, as per the rules of this courtroom, I will not be able to. But please do not speak out of place. If you... As I was saying, these sorts of hearings must be conducted with the utmost respect and dignity. To maintain such for these proceedings, I shall outline certain rules for the courtroom, which shall preserve the integrity of the judicial process and will be mandatory for all to follow. Firstly, the gallery will remain quiet during the proceedings, keeping only to a whisper. The only people that should be speaking audibly are those involved in this matter, and they are aware of when to speak, as they have acquainted themselves with courtroom decorum and procedure. At least I'd hope so that they have. Secondly, if you wish to leave the courtroom, do so quietly. Thirdly, there shall be no interference by anyone in these proceedings in any way, shape, or form which could be considered improper. Furthermore, no one shall approach the bench without being called to do so. Lastly, all hats will be removed in respect for those who have paved the way through sacrifice, so that we all may be judged equally and fairly. Exceptions are in place for members of the different departments of the executive branch of government who are handling the security of this affair. I'm seeing multiple hats still on. Thank you.
Connor.
Since I have said these out loud and you all have heard me, therefore it is ordered any person who breaks these rules will be charged with contempt of court and any other charges the court believes are adequate. The bailiff will maintain order in this courtroom. The bailiff, myself, and the individuals handling the security of this affair shall be the only ones armed. Now that we're all ready, let's move on to the agenda of this hearing. We shall be holding the arraignment hearing for the case of 1903 CCM 064, State of New Alexandria v. Fenna. Before we move on to the part of the arraignment hearing, are there any motions or concerns that need to be voiced? Do we need a motion hearing or any such before we move on to the arraignment hearing? A motion hearing can be conducted after the arraignment hearing if there is a need for such, by looking for anything concerning motions that should be done before the arraignment specifically.
So are you saying a motion? Like we can have a hearing for emotions?
For motions, as in requests, anything you would like to request. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Behave,
No,
fella.
I thought we were gonna... Oh god, we would be here for ages if we were talking about my emotions.
No, not emotions. Motions, madam. So are there any requests, any concerns, and so forth that need to be addressed before we start?
No motions from the prosecution, Your Honor.
Defense?
Ah, no emotion, no emotions, all emotions. That's it.
Madam, I already said this. We're not speaking about motions here. We're speaking about requests or concerns. Are there any?
No questions, concerns, comments. All of you.
Understood. Thank you. Well, with that being said, let's move on to the arraignment then. How this is gonna go is the prosecution's gonna read the charges. I will ask the defendant the plea, and the defendant will provide a plea. Is that understood? If no plea is provided, an automatic plea of not guilty is entered. Understood?
Understood.
Well, as prosecution isn't saying anything, I'll take that as a
Oh,
yes.
Yep, understood. Sorry. My throat was
okay.
caught for a second there. I apologize.
That is fine. Okay. Well, prosecution, you may start reading the charges then.
All right. For incident 10198, aggravated attempted first degree murder of Lila Blanc by Fenna, we have charges as the follows. One-time aggravated attempted first degree murder.
Okay, then how do you plead, defendant?
I'm sorry. Can I say something?
If you wish to say something, the bail, is this a statement or is this a motion?
It's gonna go hand in hand with my plea.
Okay, well, if there's a statement, then you're going to be testifying, in essence, providing any statements in court. I will ask the bailiff to swear you in, so everything is done under oath. Could you please, bailiff? Defendant, please come stand from your chair, come towards the bailiff, and the bailiff will take a constitution out and he will swear you in.
Would you?
Constitution.
Alright. Let me try that quick.
Yes, it's the second row, yeah? There you go.
Yeah, there it goes. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Alright. She is.
Okay, you may go back to your side, madam. As you will be stating something, I prefer you to stand.
Sure.
Please, Miss Lasky.
You know, I have been around long enough to know that there's no court of law that would understand or accept the reasonings behind why I said the things that I did. I accepted this fact, as well as many others.
Before you continue, I must inform you that you have the right to non-self-incrimination per the Constitution. Are you aware of this, right?
I am.
You are aware. Does the prosecution have any issues with the defendant continuing?
Prosecution has no issues with the defendant continuing.
Okay, then please, defendant.
No one is above the law. I know this. But I also know that there are some things that the law just does not protect us from. Now, I'm not going to say that there's things that it doesn't work with. There's words that can be said and actions that can be taken that will serve and protect people that we love. And for those things, I worked hard to commit to, and yet, though I'd given my life for it, it took more than it gave. You know, I learned long ago, when my family went missing, that I was only a body to be lost in something that gives no thanks in return, and should demons come out to play, we are only there to be feasted on. And then forgotten about as our brothers and sisters are mutilated right before our very eyes. And then we're just told to forget about it, to just buck up I wish it happened to my family as I buried them side by side, one right after the other. And I was abandoned by the other ones, who held those very words so close to their chest. And yet, after all of that, my only regret is that I allowed myself to hold hope that there was a method to some sort of chaos. That there was a counter to the argument of the voice that is screaming in my ears, and I held hope that I could explain the unexplainable to those who would not listen. And that those who claim to know me would. But in that alone, I was wrong. You know, I don't find myself guilty, but I'm not the one sitting up there, Mr. Carnegie, and just because the law does not understand my words or my warnings.
Madam, you shall refer to me as your honor during these proceedings, or at worst case, Judge Carnegie, and I'm Mr. Carnegie. Of the position I hold during these proceedings, you shall now refer to me as in, if you would, in private affairs. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, Judge Carnegie.
Okay, understood. Please continue. However, I will remind you that please try and not go off stray too much.
Sure. Just because we do not understand. Look, all I have left to say is this. Before the demons who tried to destroy me and the God who refused to save me, I bear no guilt. But before the people who refuse to open their eyes and see how these lines continue to hurt people like me and let us down over and over again, expecting us to just buck up and won't look past their own eyelids to see how numbness is no way to live.
Louis, please leave the courthouse. Louis, please back out.
Remove him from the courthouse.
Is the door locked? God damn. Door is open.
Sorry for the interruption, Judge. Adon, can you please call him? Make
It's
sure
fine.
nothing happens to him.
Yes.
Alright.
Can you lock off him?
Please continue, defendant. Miss Lasky. Miss Lasky.
Plead guilty.
Miss Okay, that's not how the pleas ended. Now after a statement, we'll read the charge again. You'll plead to the charge. I was unsure where you were going with this, but I will say this is not a arraignment hearing. If you have a sentencing hearing, I meant to say. It's not a sentencing hearing. If you have anything concerning sentencing that you wish to address, because it seems like you wish to plead guilty, we will address during that. But I'm not sure how your statement pertained to the arraignment hearing itself. The prosecution, please read the charge one more time. I'll ask the plea because it was too far detached from the time when you asked, or when I asked for the plea when the defendant chose to play. So please, prosecution, read the charge one more time.
Incident 10198, aggravated attempted first-degree murder of Lou LeBlanc by Fenna, noted on June 18, 1903. The charge is one-time aggravated attempted first-degree murder.
How do you plead to one count of aggravated attempted first-degree murder?
Guilty.
Okay, there we are. Just to make sure why, just so everyone is aware, why I asked after that bit of a statement from Miss Lasky, just to make sure there's no reason for appeal in this case concerning any pleas given, and there are no misunderstandings. I want to make sure that the court proceedings are conducted in the proper way, so we have no issues in the future. With that being said, is there any need, as the defendants entered a plea of guilty, is there any need for sentencing hearing? Prosecution?
I mean, the prosecution is ready for sentencing hearing if we need to do it today, but we're also fine if we need to move it to another day.
Defense?
Sorry? Is there...
Would you like a sentencing hearing? Is there a need for sentencing hearing? Okay. Now, we need to evaluate, because currently there's no, in essence, besides the no evidence has actually been entered into under the docket currently. A single piece was entered into. The only time anything was assessed was when probable cause was assessed. Nothing was entered into currently. So, my question is does anyone wish to provide any evidence? I will now, there's a high likelihood that such might be rejected if the opposing counsel does not wish for such to be admitted, as it is so close to the sentencing hearing date if we hold it today. However, if we hold it later, then all sides will be able to review the evidence in proper time, and then there'll be no issues of fairness. Make sense? Is there
Understood,
any
Your Honor.
evidence you'd like to enter?
May I approach the bench?
Yes, security. Okay, then. Any evidence? As I said, first we need to establish, do we hold it now or later? Prosecution.
The prosecution is available to hold it now or later.
What do you prefer?
I would prefer if we could hold it now, but I understand some people might have time schedules where they need to get back to sleep or something like that.
Defense?
So
Yeah, no. It's fine.
Okay. If both agree to now, then yes, we'll hold it now. Evidence admissions. Prosecution, any evidence you'd like to admit?
prosecution has no extra evidence to submit this time.
What do you mean no extra evidence?
I mean, you said there was, I guess, we had the statement of cause on the docket.
He's been asked to leave.
That's what we have at the time being.
That was never formally entered into evidence. That was only assessed when
okay.
assessing probable cause. So if you wish to enter such evidence in such
I'd like to-
items into evidence, we can get them entered in if you specifically give me the files and note which ones you need enter, and then the defense will be able to object to such evidence.
The prosecution then would like to enter the statement by Fenna and the statement of Deputy State Marshal Logan Clay into evidence.
Does the defense have any objections?
No.
Okay, such items are entered into evidence. Is there anything else?
The prosecution has nothing further to enter into evidence, as we feel
Okay.
these two statements give enough probable cause to the charges.
I will remind you that we're not assessing probable cause anymore. This is a
Understood.
sentencing hearing. We're going to be assessing what sentence should be provided, not now what if probable cause exists, such as been examined previously during these proceedings. Defense, is there anything you'd like to enter into evidence?
No.
So there's nothing more that both sides wish to provide. If that's the case, which it seems it is, we will continue. Do either side need any time to prepare? Do we need a short recess?
Prosecution is prepared to discuss or to put forward their recommendation.
Immediately? No recess?
I've already discussed it with my co-chair, who was not able to make it here today, what we were going to do, so we do have that prepped already.
Defense?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Well, if we're all good to go already, I guess we can proceed. I was inclined to give a at least a little bit of a recess, but if both sides are already prepared, we shall not hold this up any longer. How this hearing will go, you will, in essence, make a statement. You will provide a sentence you think is adequate for the charges. In essence, a recommendation to the court. And you will, if you wish, you may, you do not need to read the evidence specifically for the prosecution, as it has admitted evidence in. You do not need to read the evidence, but you can reference it in your statement. Does it make sense? The court will review the evidence, but if you have any comments towards the evidence and so on and so forth, that would be beneficial to your recommendation, feel free to do so. The defense is also allowed to comment the same evidence that the prosecution has admitted into evidence. Make sense?
Understood, Your Honor.
Defense? Are there any questions? Prosecution?
As Fenna was previously a deputy of the New Alexandria Sheriff's Office.
We haven't started.
Oh, sorry.
Are there any
Sorry.
questions?
I
Are there any
misunderstood.
questions? Are there any questions?
Oh, no, I said I understood, Your Honor. Now I have no questions.
Okay. With that being said, then let's start. Prosecution starts with the statement first. Go ahead.
All right. As Miss Fenna was previously a deputy within the New Alexandria Sheriff's Department, she understands the code of law. She understands what is within and without the bounds of the law. As such, we feel that she understood what she did was wrong, and that we do recommend, due to the fact that she was part of the Sheriff's Department and that she understood the law completely as part of her training in the Sheriff's Department, that she understood that we are pushing for full-time, max time served for the incident, which would be about 200 months.
Okay. I will now. I will review the evidence, just in case anything is mentioned of that. But there's not. I do not believe there's anything specifically entered into evidence that mentions that Fenna was a deputy before. I will double check that, because I have not memorized evidence that you have entered into the both statements from A to Z, word by word. But I do not believe there's anything mentioning that specifically. So it's only included in your statement. Please, Miss Lasker.
She served well over 200 months by now.
Yeah.
Since I just would like to say that I've been in Sisika for quite some time now. So I'm sure they'd be happy to also let you know how good I've been in there. And I would like to ask for time served. That's all.
That's all. Very short and sweet. Okay. Well then, I'll call a recess, and then we shall be back once a decision has been rendered. Any people that leave the courthouse will be need to be researched. Understood? Okay.
All right, is Smith guarding the door and watching for people coming in and out? Okay. Do you think that could have been from Lou, by the way? Probably is then. Oh, jeez. Mhm.
Hey guys.
Hey, good night, done.
Well, with luck,
Absolutely great, yeah.
Yep.
I know this shit ain't easy. But, we'll get through it. I know you will.
He apparently was kidnapped on his way.
I heard the rumble went good.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it went as good as it could have without having the Fenna there, I suppose, but
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would have beat them all up.
Probably would have.
yeah, you might have.
Had to give other people a chance, you know?
That's why I don't fight in tournaments no more.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to fight in tournaments for a reason. No.
Oh, he's
I know.
alright at least.
I'm just showing mercy and all that.
That's not so bad.
Sure. You know, the ultimate
Reason I don't
showdown is
carry
when you
my
and I are
phone
gonna
on
fight.
Yeah?
That should be the main event there.
I mean, it's gonna be a short main event.
Oh no, not at all. Actually,
Okay.
You know what?
Oh,
I've been to
you're gonna say
Sisika
it.
now, Owen. I've been
Oh,
to
yeah?
Sisika now. I'm a hardened criminal. Ex-deputy.
So scared.
God damn. I have a record. I'm gonna have
Damn.
a fucking record. You know, I am gonna be terrifying in a fight.
Yeah, Fenna, I thought it would be me first, but it ended up being you first.
Oh, Lord. Hey, you got any smokes under you, Owen?
Am I allowed? Hey, Evelyn, can I have a smoke? Am I allowed?
As long as we can take a look at it. Annalyn, you want to inspect it?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Comfortable.
Oh, God. Is it over yet?
What?
Okay. How did it miss it all then? What happened?
All right. Yeah. Good taste in cigarettes, buddy.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She's it's fine.
No, I try anyways.
You try until just don't get yourself a charge of the contempt of court.
She hasn't, because he would have said it.
Yeah, I know.
It got close a couple times though, Fenna.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
And if he's gonna give you time served, you'll still have to serve time for contempt of court. So careful.
And even if he gives you time served, he's probably going to say you'll be released tomorrow at this time.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
What?
Sometimes they
might.
do that. They even if you get time served, they still make you wait like 24 hours to be released.
I can't go back there.
Oh, we'd prefer you didn't, but it's not up to us.
Wait a minute. If you get life in Sisika, that means you're not going to be a pain in my ass anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Carnegie!
Oh, no.
Owen,
What?
Not now. She's not even facing that much.
JB, that's cute.
In the corner.
I love it. I think
Connor
JB
definitely
will
fell
suit
asleep.
you well.
Connor.
Okay, I hear doors, so I'm going to sit.
Ah!
I so look forward to the day where I can be as comfortable as you are again.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so nice. I don't think I'll ever not bring a blanket.
Yeah.
Ellie,
Well, you look good there.
Oh, I know.
know that thing about
Hey, Fenna, can you do me a favor and lower your voice?
new codes and
Can you hear
stuff?
you? Appreciate you. Thank you.
I've went through
Oh,
one with
yeah,
Trevor
just
and
lower your voice
I
before you
kinda
get
wanna
sent
show
to
her,
prison. Way to go,
show
bucko.
you it.
You need to submit.
Where did Lou go?
He was
he
sent
go-
away.
Yeah, we kicked him out of the courtroom.
Did he look okay though?
I mean, he
He
looked
didn't
his
look like he
usual
was
fucked
bleeding
up
or
self.
anything, right?
What?
He didn't look like he was bleeding or anything, right?
Nope.
Oh, is that true, Mr.
Why would he be bleeding?
Are you a dirty dog?
Oh,
You care about him.
Maybe you wouldn't be that tired if you just washed all that pomade out of your head.
He wanted to testify on your behalf, Fenna.
He knows better.
Dying alpine lizard?
Hey, how's it going?
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
Fenna, please walk back to your side of the office. Not the office.
I'm just
courthouse.
gonna check outside for a bit.
All right.
The office.
Yeah, good one, Mr. Smet.
Don't make me confiscate your blanket.
Please do.
You
I
ain't
would
gonna
love a
confiscate shit.
Confiscate and give it to me. I'm freezing.
We don't have the right to take a blanket unless the judge says so.
It's an empty threat.
Confiscate those mutton chops.
What do you think, Schmidt?
Yeah,
Would
confirm
Fenna be
with the
good with the
judge.
DOP?
Sure. I think I was the one who advised her.
I don't know. Excuse me.
No, I would love it.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can find him.
Where is Quinn?
It's
Oh,
just
she's with
sad
the-
when I was there,
Yeah, well, only one of them is someone I actually remember.
Yeah, Danny and Breen. Both got contempt of court for cursing in court.
Yeah,
And saying burn it down, eh?
fucking what was it? Danny got an additional 100 months for for insulting the prosecution's mother. Yeah, it's
What's an upside down break?
That's what's to be expected by their court
Oh,
cases
like
anyway.
Billy Butters. Oh.
My cigar's bigger than yours.
What?
I can remove my eye patch and put you both to shame. Sit down.
This is a
Do you have
Conan
a cigar in your eye patch?
You have a cigar in your eye patch?
No, underneath.
You have a cigar under your eye patch.
Oh, cigar. I thought you were saying scar.
Oh.
Actually, yeah. I should use my
Pick up.
empty eye socket to store cigars in.
I don't think you could put a cigar in there, but you could probably put tobacco in there. Start rolling it, whenever you want one.
That I don't know why, but I feel like that would have adverse effects on my health.
Where can I pay?
You want to piss? Alright, follow me.
Yeah, no shit.
Did I go to
I'll
the corner
I'll
with the
stay.
dog?
No.
Oh, no, follow me, Fenna.
Hi.
Quinn, come with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do something. Oh, right.
Ready. Wow, I feel like a
Alright.
new woman.
Fenna, God damn it.
I mean, that's what a good piss will do to you.
Right? Wait, is that Mr. Conan over there? Ask him. Mr.
That's-
Conan!
Just keep your voice down.
Hear me. I was
But it-
down.
It is Conan.
Ask him if I can sit in the chair if I get contempt of court.
Yes.
Hey, Ash.
You will.
I don't know if you can hear Fenna, but she's asking if she were to sit in the judge's chair, would that be a contempt charge?
And on
Like right now.
the
during
judge,
recess.
to be honest, I would just
Like-
advise against it.
Depending on the judge.
Yep. So my advice is not to test the log. I would not give contempt if I have not warned them, but if it's a behavior that I've seen it before and I've warned them and they did it again, I would give contempt. But I know Carnegie would probably not give it right away.
Yeah, Carnegie will give it right away.
What about during recess while he's away?
Yeah, I did see him giving it. I still advise against it.
I would not do it, Fenna.
Fenna.
Don't you do it, Miss Fenna.
Fenna, you're so close to not having
Just
to
sit down,
possibly be
Fenna.
back.
Not on your chair. Sit down. Just
Yeah,
sit
you
down.
know what? More time in Sissica. It's clearly not treated you well. You look
Sit
awful.
down.
I'll have you know that even when I look awful, I look good, Mr. Boysenberry.
That's highly debatable.
You know what? You know what?
Fenna. Fenna,
Fenna, just sit down.
don't.
On your own chair.
I have too much energy. I can't sit down.
Yes.
Yeah, speak your
He
mind
seems to be
after
looking
you're
in.
free.
It's
Hi, Amos.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
All right.
That's good.
what a conversation. Good God.
I'm a great conversationalist.
Yeah.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Lawrence Carnegie.
Where the hell is Amos?
Court is now in session, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
I'll go get Amos.
I'm right here.
Okay, after heavy deliberation, which quite lengthy deliberation, I'd say, for such short remarks, however, lengthy evidence, I'd say, especially for an arraignment or a sentencing hearing, such to the character of an individual are usually not provided in such length. I will start with just reading the decision as written. To the people of New Alexandria, an arraignment and sentencing hearing has occurred for this matter. and a decision was reached. Today, an arraignment hearing was opinion of the court. Today, an arraignment hearing was held, during which the defendant entered a plea of guilty to the charges held against her. The defendant pled guilty to one count of aggravated attempted first-degree murder. During a brief motion hearing, the prosecution requested that both the so-called Fenna statement, which is in essence a transcript of an interrogation of Fenna, and the statement of Logan Clay be entered into evidence. Both of these statements may be found in the criminal complaint of 1903 CCM 064 State of New Alexandria v. Fenna. The court will note no objection was made to the admittance of this evidence from the defense, so the request of the prosecution was satisfied. Both the statement provided and the speech given by the defendant show she's very unstable. In the questioning transcript, the defendant's sentences are incoherent. The defendant speaks about something plaguing Louis LeBlanc's mind, and in essence wanting to speak to such. She adds that she tried to make Mr. LeBlanc speak to his God and try to solve the issue in another way. This other way was killing Mr. LeBlanc. She admits that she attempted to kill him in the transcript, but not succeeding in such. She also stated that she believed she was attempting to save Louis LeBlanc's soul and trying to break some curse. She attests to trying to use a knife in this ritual. Her statements here seem to show complete insanity. Her belief in these rituals, which are harmful to the public, statements of trying to save Mr. LeBlanc's soul and trying to conduct these rituals show how dangerous and insane she is. Her instability is further confirmed by Mr. Clay's statement, where he states that Fenna showed to be tense and panicky when he was trying to speak to her. He in the statement provides an insight that the defendant's goal was to heal Mr. LeBlanc with a knife. During today's hearing, she stated that no one would understand why she did the thing she did. To say that no one will understand, to do such gruesome acts with such sheer insanity, not show remorse at all, shows the defendant needs heavy rehabilitation. Seeing that the defendant does not have any prior convictions, the court will employ the pillar of justice called incapacitation to the fullest extent it can. Such a pillar is aimed at removing an individual from society where the public would not be in danger of their actions. The court does not agree with the sentences recommended by the prosecution or defense, as such are too light, seeing the severity of the situation, how dangerous the defendant is. The court believes a longer sentence should ensure the defendant's removal from society, as she seems to be extremely dangerous to it, and in addition, with the pillar of rehabilitation, should hopefully allow her to be reformed in prison into a proper functioning member of society. But so there is ample amount of time to conduct rehabilitation, the court will give out a lengthier sentence. Therefore, the court is issuing a sentence of 7 years of hard labor in Sisika Penitentiary. So ordered by Judge Lawrence Carnegie. That is it, gentlemen and ladies. Prosecution, these are just all documents as required. And thank you, everyone, for coming to these proceedings. We are now adjourned. That is it. And this case is now closed.
7? All right.
7 years, yep.
Please remain seated until DOP has taken the inmate out of the courtroom. Thank you.
Who else, Fenna?
All right, Fenna.
I can't do it.
You have to. Please, Fenna. Please.
Just, Louis is stalking Fenna this day. Heel zijn erop op zijn leer.
He's what?
You're fine.
7 years?
Hey, Gordon.
7 years.
Can you send a telegram for us?
And let them know they can, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a few more minutes.
I'm not gonna survive 7 fucking years in there.
You'll survive.
No, I'm not.
If Lip can do it, you can do it.
I'm not gonna. I can't do it.
You can do it.
They're gonna fucking kill me. You realize that, right? They're gonna fucking
Who?
kill me.
Who's gonna kill you?
They're gonna be angry.
You know,
Come on,
Hannah
let's go.
claims the same thing every time. She's been fine every single time she's been in
I
Sisika.
can't.
They're not gonna kill you.
I can't.
Annalyn?
It's Quinn. Stop walking. I think she might have had a head.
Excuse me, I had a
Survived
fucking
7
massive
years.
headache.
Guys, you understand?
Fenna,
You'll be alright.
No,
Please.
Raven's
Follow
in
me,
there. She's gonna kill me.
Who's in there?
Raven. Raven's in there. She's gonna fucking kill me.
We won't let that happen.
come on, Fenna,
Come on.
Follow me,
please.
Fenna.
No.
Please.
You have to understand.
Fenna, please don't make us make you come.
They're gonna
You
fucking
will
kill
be
me.
okay.
They're
You
gonna
will be
fucking kill
okay.
me.
Nobody's gonna
They're
kill
gonna
you.
me.
You will be okay.
He just sentenced me to death.
No.
Like I just told you, Fenna. Del Halleck has more enemies than you, and she's been fine every single time.
Yeah.
Only time she wasn't, she injured herself, so.
Lost her leg.
Fenna, we'll protect you to the best of our ability.
There's some
We're not
things
gonna
you
let-
can't protect me from.
We're not gonna let Raven kill you.
What if it isn't Raven? What if
We're
it's-
not gonna let anyone kill you.
they want me dead?
Who?
The gods.
The
They wanted me
guards.
dead for a long time now.
Well, they haven't succeeded, have they?
No, because they keep taking everyone else.
Or
They just want me
maybe.
to suffer. Don't you get it? They just want me to suffer. They killed Benji, Sophia. They killed Jane.
Well, maybe, just maybe, you're stronger than they are.
How long does strength hold up when you're fucking tired?
I'm still trying to find out. This state tests you in so many ways.
I'm not gonna make it.
You will. It'll be over before you know it.
Swear to God, horse, if you kick any of us.
Fenna,
Fenna,
stay with
please.
us.
7 years.
You'll be fine.
I'm not gonna.
I'll be going through the back of the lumberyard just to see if somebody is trying to hide in there.
Fenna,
Fenna,
keep up. You'll be all right. You'll get through this. And then you will go through what you need to go through, and you will join the DOP, and you will work to help make people better.
They'll never take me back.
Who won't?
They'll never understand.
You just gotta find the people that do.
I do everything I can just to help people, and as soon as they can toss me out, they do.
Not everyone's gonna do that.
No one has a heart anymore.
That's not true. You know that. You know that's not true.
Hey, nobody stole the boat.
Fenna, please. Follow us.
Come
See,
on.
that's how I deal with things, Fenna. I just celebrate the small things.
You need a moment to collect yourself, Fenna.
They're waiting for me. They've been
Nobody's waiting for you.
They're waiting for me.
Oh.
You're gonna be just fine, Fenna.
I'm gonna be fine.
We're not gonna let anyone hurt you.
They're gonna hurt.
No, they're not.
They want me dead. They want me dead. There's some things you can't. There's some things you cannot protect me from. And I've already failed.
No, you haven't. Maybe they're testing you. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe they want you for something bigger. Maybe they want you to do something amazing with your life. And this is all a test. Maybe they don't want you dead.
It's a test.
It could be.
It's a test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very possibly.
Yeah.
Now,
Test is
That-
a woman.
Test to see if you're as strong. Test to see if you're as strong as they think you are. If you can get through it.
If I can get back to
yeah.
You can get through this. You can get through that.
Yeah. 7 years.
7 years. It's not that long. You'll be out before you know it.
Please, let's just take a few deep breaths. Let's
He's not
get
gonna
it.
survive 7 years.
No. Fenna?
Fenna!
Fenna, stop running!
Fenna!
Fenna, stop running!
Fenna, stop or we're gonna have to shoot you.
Fenna!
Fenna, stop running!
Fenna!
Hey, well, if you keep running, you'll get shot.